Yes. Okay. So when Star Wars Vision came out, it did something that fans weren't expecting. And honestly, I would say something that Star Wars desperately needed. Lucasfilm Animation Studios from around the world, um, or they invited studios from around the world to create original Star Wars stories with zero obligation to follow canon. No star like Skywalker timeline, no need to connect to the main saga, total creative freedom. And what we got was really awesome. From samurai inspired showdowns to musical adventures that kind of didn't make sense but were deeply emotional. And Visions proved something very powerful. Star Wars thrives when creators are allowed to just create. And taking this and fast forward to volume 3, which brought in fresh studios with even bolder ideas. Every episode took Star Wars universe and filtered it to like through different lenses, different animation styles, new emotional cores, new voices. But one thing Volume 3 did that really caught everyone's attention wasn't just new stories, it revisited old Star Wars Vision stories. Um, the studio brought back characters from Volume 1, continuing threads that us fans have long kind of speculated about for the last couple of years. And suddenly, it all started coming together. Um, Artistically, emotionally, all came together. But there was one thing that returned that definitely towered above all the other stories, and that was the Ninth Jedi. So when Volume 3 came out, it followed up a short um, Child of Hope. The fandom went wild at the time. For the first time, Visions was building an entire universe of its own. And Lucasfilms dropped a really big bombshell recently. Lucasfilms has officially greenlit for the first time ever a full anime series continuing the story of the Ninth Jedi. I think this is sick. I personally, I really did like a lot of the storylines with Star Wars Visions. I think they're very unique. I hate the Skywalker storyline. Hate's like a strong word that leads to the dark
Yeah.
side. But like, I just like, I'm just tired of it. Like, come
Yeah,
on, we
they
don't need to
they
see
they
it.
need to get away from it. And
Exactly.
yeah, we
That's what Visions did, and it's sick. I love it. And
so
so, what are your thoughts, Alex, about the animation series, The Ninth Jedi, being
uh,
announced?
so first to answer a question in chat, it came out 2 weeks ago, and this is actually where I think Visions Volume 3 kind of fell on its face. I didn't know was coming, right? Like it was like, oh, Visions Volume 3 came out? What the hell? Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, cool. Um, so put that aside. Okay. Um, I think it's good, right? And the reason I think it's good is, again, it gives the fandom the chance to go, these aren't canon, so we don't gotta like argue or fight. These are just fun things to look at, right? And so I think that's actually good for Star Wars, is to have things outside the canon, things that we can have these interpretations, and we're very clear these are not canon. We're just doing some fun stuff, right? Like, let's just everybody pump the brakes on the canon stuff, right? Um, and so again, yeah, I think it's good, and I think that anime is awesome. There's always been a lot of Japanese influence in Star Wars, and so I think it's appropriate. I think it's cool. I enjoyed. Do I think that every episode of Visions has been a banger? No. But has there been stuff in there that I'm like, oh, that was cool? And is there other stuff there that I was like, I don't know what I just watched? Yes. but that's fine. Again, art hits everybody different. And I think it's neat that they're doing a full anime series. Good for that studio. Good for this. Um, yeah, I don't see a downside here at all, pretty much. So
This gives me kind of like hope for Star Wars. Um, because when you see something for the first time, it really hits you differently. Like I remember being in the movie theater when I saw Bumblebee stand up in Transformers,
mm-hmm.
and it was like the sickest thing, you know, at the time. And then you get like Transformers, 38 or whatever, and you're just kind of like over it. You're kind of done with it. Um, Seeing Darth Maul for the first time, sick. Seeing Boba Fett for the first time, sick. Seeing, insert whatever, seeing these new characters for the first time, it's so amazing and it's so, I don't know, it resonates with you. But
Mm-hmm.
when we stay with like the Skywalker storyline, I think it really limits and it doesn't do the Star Wars universe justice. And I'm not, I was a little harsh earlier. I don't hate like the Skywalker storyline, but it does have its own place, you know, in cement, 100%, the original
Yeah,
OG.
and I think what you're saying is we need to get out of that rebellion era stuff because we've done it to death, right?
Yeah.
Andor was great, but we're still in the same spot. Rogue One was great, but we're still in the same. Like, let's move on. And I agree with you. I think that is what is best for the fandom within the canon. Let's break out of this, 35-year period of galactic history and really like blah. Somebody in the YouTube chat saying Game of Thrones grade series set in the Old Republic. That was the rumor about what James Mangold's Star Wars trilogy was supposed to be. Was like a Sword and Sandals type, like Origin of the Jedi, like kind of thing. I think that's still in development. They haven't officially canceled it yet. I would love to see something like that myself as well. Ultimately, I want them to make movies. Mandalorian and Grogu's coming, which is great. That Starfighter movie appears to be filming still. So, you know, um, there's that. So, I wish I could turn off my memories for some stuff and realize the initial experience again. Even if you don't turn off your memories, again, I took my daughter to see episode 1 last year in the theater when they did the re-release. And it hits differently on the big screen. This is the thing that I think Star Wars is missing is, where's my fucking movies? Okay? Like, I loved The Mandalorian. Andor was great. What's a stupid doing with the kids? I loved that. Why can't I think of the name of it?
Yeah, the Stranger Things style.
Skeleton Crew. Jesus.
There you go.
Skeleton Crew. Loved Skeleton Crew. Thank you, chat. But again, Star Wars hits different on the big screen. I want movies, right? I want to see fleets drop out of hyperspace, and space battles and that stuff, like with that grander scale, right? That you can only get in theatrical. So, yeah, good for Star Wars Visions. Good for stuff. That's kind of where I land on that one.
Nice.
So, also, if you haven't watched Volume 3, go watch Volume 3 because apparently they just dropped it and didn't tell anybody. Let us know what you think down in the comments below.